Welcome, friends. So, let's understand a little bit what the diagnostic session is, why the insight into the energy informational layers of a person is so important before any work takes place, before you come to a seminar or a retreat or a course or even our one-on-one sessions. When you come for serious transformations, when you come for me to help you solve various problems. And the insight into the energy informational field of a human being is the first step, because I have to see what we're dealing with. I have to see the kinds of energy informational damages and disturbances which are present on the person and what we can do to remove it. Because until a person is bound and is living under these, let's say, energy informational damages and disturbances, these are actions of other people, these are, let's say, imbalances in your field structure, these are various constructs, negative programs, and all sorts of other negative energies and information which distort, disturb, and sometimes control another human being. And the first step is we have to see what kinds of forces, what kinds of, let's say, cages hold a person, hold their life, hold their destiny, and many times are root causes of a person's suffering, stagnation, problems, and overall black streak in life. Before you do any sort of real inner work on yourself, before you expect to see real changes and transformations in your life, first thing that needs to happen is we have to remove everything that holds and binds a person to the life that either someone else had decided for a person using various negative constructs and programs, ancestral problems, and all sorts of other issues which exist. Because until those problems are removed, until a person is restored whole to the state which they're supposed to be in, which is free from various external problems and limitations. Once the person is free and once the person is balanced and all of that external junk is removed, when you're not losing potentials, when your energy shells are closed, when the chakras are working normally, when the central channel doesn't have any serious blockages or distortions on it, you enter a state that resembles a balance. And especially if then I can tune all of your systems in the body, all of your potentials get restored, you will see what I mean. Especially if I give you any attunements into Reiki or Cosmo energy flows or any of my other flows or any other power to be able to work with yourself, the first thing that needs to happen is a clean slate, a removal of everything that's not supposed to be in your field structure. And you will see what happens to your mind and the kind of state you enter when you are finally in a state of balance, when you're finally whole, complete, and exactly the way that you are meant to be. In our world, being free from energy informational damages, distortions, is a very, very, very valuable thing to have. Even to experience it once is, I think, a huge miracle. Many people have never been in a state of balance because most people are already born with certain baggage, with certain problems that they carry from past lives. Plus then there's ancestral problems which also add on. And then throughout life, person keeps accumulating these energy informational damages, various disturbances, various roots, causes of problems, which further bring a person into imbalance. And until those problems are removed, a A person's not able to reach a state of balance. That's why most people simply don't know what that state is. A state of a quiet mind, a state of when everything just works out, when your body is functioning the way it's supposed to, when there are no negative emotions or any sort of states where you lose yourself, when the mind is clear, when the mind is sober, truly sober from various mental chaos and mental intoxication. And to be in a state of balance is a truly, truly valuable thing, especially in today's world. So before any work takes place, especially during a retreat, especially during longer seminars where we have a few days together, where I can not only remove all of the things from your field structure that should not be there, where I can remove all the damages and disturbances and various imbalances that twist and turn the body of mind, that twist and disrupt the mind, emotions, and the physical body, so that I can have a few days to bring you into the state where you're how you are meant to be, free, whole, and complete. And if we have that time together, if I can work with you for a few days, you will see what a state of balance is, and how easy it is to lose it, and how hard it is to bring yourself back into balance. It's not always easy to just say, well, stop thinking about this, stop thinking about that, and just don't think negative thoughts. You can't stop thinking negative thoughts when negative energy and information is loading into your field structure. And I hear people say, well, just don't think negative, just think positive, everything will be all right. Friends, if serious and destructive energy and information is loading into your field structure, into field structure of someone else, that information will express in their mind as negative thoughts. It can't just turn that off. It doesn't work that way. If you enter a meditative state after 20-30 minutes, you will see the inner dialogue that constantly keeps happening, constantly blabbering, talking in your head, between you and someone else, various sub-personalities arguing with each other, or invasive thoughts. So you can't just tell someone, just stop thinking negative thoughts. Just think positive. Go try to think positive thoughts when serious and heavy energies are loading into a field structure. The mind can help, but to process them and try to understand them and be stuck in this cycle of invasive thoughts and these thinking patterns. So once that's removed, once those energies are removed, the mind doesn't have to struggle anymore. It doesn't have to keep processing information like a computer, because there's no negative information coming into the system. And when the system is whole and balanced, then the body can quiet down and start positive and healing processes for itself. It has ability to accumulate potentials instead of always losing them. And what does it mean, potential? It means the more potential you have, the more that can unfold in your life as positive processes. You can direct potential and energies into certain processes in your life. But if potential is being stolen through various methods and ways, there's no potential, nothing will unfold. You can keep trying a project, keep trying to make something happen, but it won't, because there is no potential. As soon as those blockages and those problems are removed, you can direct that potential into what you want, what you need. Whether it's more money, whether it's more relationships, whether it's your own spiritual growth and development. So being able to see and identify where you're losing potential, where and how to accumulate it properly and harmoniously. I think that's key for anyone who wants to grow and develop, who wants to be healthier, more successful, more balanced, and more happier.